Hello everyone, welcome back to another feedback video. I'm Harshit, and today we are gonna give some feedback to Shaxzod. I hope I pronounced it correctly. And I haven't released his mock test video because he requested not to, so we'll be giving only the feedback. So let's get to it. And let me know where you're from. Comment below. Okay, so let's go. And since he didn't want the mock test video to be uploaded, I didn't do any editing. So I'll be doing here, so it is gonna look normal only, not editing, nothing. Okay.
My full name is Shaxzod Amirov.
And how shall I address you?
Before you judge, he was pretty nervous. Okay. So some students do judge, I know that. So he was a bit nervous, so that is the, let's see. And he had some network issues also.
What?
How can I address you?
I think he didn't get the question.
You can just call me Shaxzod.
Yeah, he got it.
Okay, fine. Oh, let's say where are you from?
I am from Uzbekistan, which is located by heart of Asia.
Okay,
Located in the heart of Asia. That is a bit better, not by the.
great. Do you work or study?
What?
So he didn't really get it. I think maybe the network or maybe the way I speak. I don't know. And if you don't understand the question, instead of saying what, that's kind of not so polite, right? It's better to frame a sentence like, could you please repeat it for me? Something like that. Okay.
Do you work or study?
Yeah. I'm a
And don't do this, yeah. I have noticed it with some students. You don't need it. Like, some feel like it's kind of the style, it's stylish, but not really.
senior at high school, and I'm graduating this year.
Okay, great. All right. Now let's talk about holidays. Okay, so do you like going on holidays?
So there were some pauses, some network issues we had to go through. So I think we got a lot of that in this one. So I got another video. Let's check that out. Yes,
And my full name is Shaxzod Amirov.
we started over. So let's go through it again.
Just call me Shaxzod.
Okay, fine. Where are you from?
I am from Uzbekistan, which is located by heart of Asia.
Okay, great. Do you
And
like your hometown?
Hmm. I think there was an interlap.
Hmm?
So, do you like your hometown?
Yeah, absolutely, because my hometown
Yeah, absolutely. I like that.
is very renowned for traditional and
Renowned. Okay, like that ED, you got to work on the ED.
for people like kindness
Oh,
and
Here it wasn't so clear. Let's listen to it again.
very renowned for traditional and for people like kindness and
People like kindness. Huh?
yeah, absolutely, because my hometown is very renowned for traditional and for people like kindness and
I think kindness, he said kindness. If you said kindness, it is like this, right? Kindness.
Kindness.
Kindness. I think I should take this volume a bit.
Kindness.
Right.
and
okay, great. Now, do you work or study?
here with each other.
Again, some
Hmm.
network issue.
And
Okay. All right.
also, there are several for people like kindness and
Okay, great. Now, do you work or study?
here with each other.
Hmm.
And
Okay. All right.
also, there are several
I
Okay, again,
think
network issue.
still you have a network trouble. Hmm. Can you hear me now?
Hmm?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm here.
Okay. All right. Do you work or study?
Hmm. I'm a senior at high school. I'm graduating this year.
Good answer. You can add little bit extra information if you want, otherwise, it's perfectly okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you enjoy studying?
Could you please repeat?
That is what I was talking about. Just form a sentence instead of saying what.
Yes. Do you enjoy studying?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Simply one yes. It's fine. Yeah. Not really. It's fine, but it's not really needed.
Honestly, I like studying. I don't just like studying. I adore it because
I just don't like studying. I adore it. Good sentence structure. Good.
this year uh, I went to the educational center for studying and enter the university. Uh, uh,
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. What's your favorite
So he's struggling here and there. You can look at his face and understand. And he's nervous too. It's totally normal.
subject?
I think he didn't get the question again.
could you repeat?
Yeah, what's your favorite subject?
Network therefore.
And someone is there, and I know who is there. If you know who is there, let me know. I'll tell you by the end of the video, okay? Who that person is there. Who that person is. Not
Network
Okay.
actually.
What's
really. I don't really think so. It was question. Anyhow,
your favorite subject?
Yeah. Uh,
so this. Yeah. Don't do that. It's kind of weird. But okay.
Mm-hmm.
we talk about my uh, before shadow of a doubt. I will say
Without a shadow of doubt. Have you heard that somewhere else, maybe? If you have, let me know.
my subject is English and maths because these subjects provide the enter the university and also broaden my horizon
Broaden my horizon, good.
and provide a better future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, answer. But because of that confidence issue, since he lacks confidence, it doesn't sound so clear. But it is clear.
Okay, fine. Now let's talk about holidays. Do you like going on holidays?
Yeah. Uh,
I think I could have changed the type of questions or the topics, not the type topics, because I really feel that, the topic related to holidays are kind of difficult for him at least. Right. Anyhow, let's see.
honestly, I like to go on holiday. If I had a just if I had a just if I had a chance, just one, I would go to the
If I get a chance, or you can simply say, if I get a chance to go on a holiday, I won't miss the boat. I won't miss the boat. Okay. Uh, yeah, miss the boat. This is an idiom that you can use to lose an opportunity. So you will not miss the boat. So you can use it. So you can say, if I get a chance to meet someone, I won't miss the chance. Or miss the boat. Or if I get a chance to I won't miss the boat. Right.
America and Korea and stuff like that. This
And stuff, places or countries is much better instead of stuff.
holiday is a more uh,
Okay.
more
Do you
reliable.
prefer? All right.
So he's taking more time to process the information, think about it, and answer. That is a fluency issue.
Do you prefer to travel alone or with others?
Hmm. In my opinion, it depends on my mood. Uh,
Mm.
mm, but probably I like to go with my friends because
Mhm.
my friends always require feeding me and inspire uh, and motivated and so on.
And also so on. What does that mean? Maybe?
Mhm.
Hmm. You can simply say, normally I enjoy going on holidays or trips with my friends, or even sometimes alone, and it actually depends on my mood. Something like that. Okay.
Okay, so do you prefer short trips or long journeys?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah. What is that?
I never saw this topic. Uh, in my opinion, I like to go shorter travel because it's more
Mhm.
It's more. So here he is struggling to get the right word, maybe the idea also.
it's more flexible and more you can do several job and
Okay, why?
You can do several jobs. Hmm? So the question is, do you prefer short trips or long trips? Short trips means maybe it will take a day or two, maximum maybe week, right? Normally it's just one day or two, or even just one day or a few hours. That is a short trip. If it's a long trip, it may last from weeks to maybe 1 month or something like that. So that's the difference. So pick one. As I said, it depends on the situation and maybe your holidays, blah blah blah, your studies. You can mention all of that, right?
I do
you
think
can
it is more flexible.
flexible is me.
See, if you say something, the examiner might, not always, might give you a cross question. And I did the same here. And sometimes, in some mock tests, I am really annoying. Sometimes I ask a lot of questions. So, when you go for the real test, also expect the same.
Hmm?
Mhm. Why do you think you said that when you go on shorter journeys, it's more flexible? So why did you say so?
See here. See what I did. I cross questioned. You can expect the same for the real test. Okay. So he's taking more time. That's fine.
Okay, so that
Okay, so when you are silent, when you don't say anything, the examiner most likely will ask you the next question or move on because we got that timing, right? They actually got a clock with them and they got to check the time. And if you're taking time but not answering, they will move on.
that's the end of your part one. Now
So far, okay, okay, some questions were okay, but here, struggle. Let's go.
let's move on to part two.
So we are gonna move on to part two. So this is the cue card I gave him. Describe a memorable trip or journey you took. Okay, now let's skip to the answer part.
And I'll let you know
Yeah,
when the time is up.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna start.
Please begin.
yeah. If I talk about memorable trips, I remember that this happened about around 2 years ago. This time I went to my close night friends.
Close knit friends, not night. It's close knit.
Close knit.
Close knit.
Even though you got that K, it's knit, right? It's more like knife. This word, yeah, right. So you all use this, this word, but you won't say knife. The K is silent. Same goes for close knit.
Go to Bukhara, which is renowned for historical landmarks and places such as
Landmarks, places. He got good language here and there, but still there is struggle.
uh, Noza and stuff like that. This name is
No, and stuff like that. Don't do that. Only use it when you don't have any word, but here he is repeating. Don't do that.
forgotten. Uh, the actually
I will sleep when you make these many posters. I'm not mocking you, I'm just being serious, okay? I'm just telling you that you shouldn't post this much.
I went to by train. Um,
I went by train, little intonation can work.
uh, I went to a train,
Repetition, right word.
and this time I never forgotten, which is my friend.
Not a player.
My friend legs has broken,
My friend's legs too are broken, if you're talking about that.
and so he's
Yeah,
never
yes.
and broken his legs. And I love to these memorable trips. Um,
Okay, fine.
So he was struggling a lot in part two. He couldn't complete the answer. The was no detail at all, to be honest. Right. And that's totally normal. Sometimes we get stuck, sometimes we panic, sometimes we get nervous. That's totally normal, but you got to overcome it. And next time when you participate in any mock test, maybe by me or someone else, or even for the real test, you should be confident.
Did you click any photos?
Okay, we missed from one. Okay.
Did you click any photos when you went on that trip? Did you click any photos when
If you didn't get the question, normally we got the gesture language, body language, like hmm, hmm. We do that, but in the test, it's better not to do that. Okay. You know what to do, don't you?
you went on that trip?
um,
Hmm.
mm, in my opinion, don't, I didn't took the photo.
I didn't click any photos. That is better.
Hmm. Do you usually take photos whenever you go to new places?
Hmm?
I can hear you, friend.
Yeah, actually, his friend was kind of helping him.
Anyhow, okay. So now let's talk more about travel, okay?
Yeah.
He's actually looking at him.
So what are the benefits of traveling to new places?
Hmm?
Again, don't do that. I mean, it's normal, it's part of our communication, but in IELTS speaking, don't do that. Don't do. Mhm.
What are the benefits of traveling to new places?
See, another reason why this type of mock test is much better is because the examiner can actually see you. You can see the examiner. That real simulation will be there. However, when it comes to, simple voice chat type of mock test that you do on some Telegram channels, I don't really think that's much effective. Of course, you will know your language, but what I observed is that when you are not seeing a person, when you don't actually see anyone, rather you're simply talking with your headphones on and you're like, it's so comfortable, so cozy. In that case, you will obviously perform better, right? But in the real test, you got another human being over there. And I think this is much better. This really simulates the real test. Okay, so it's always better that you do this type of mock test, even if you're doing with your friends or anyone else, do it through video call. Do it through, face to face.
Mm. Uh, uh, there are several benefits for uh, healthy and for people such as broaden their horizon and you uh, uh, you can see there are a lot of places and uh,
Broaden the horizon language is there, but I feel like you have by hearted a few phrases, maybe a few words, some sentence structures. Otherwise, there is not that natural fluency. So I would highly suggest that you work on your natural fluency first of all, then learn a lot of, advanced language, maybe vocabulary, whatsoever that you want to learn. But here, I personally feel like maybe I'm wrong. You can criticize me. But I feel like this candidate has learned a few phrases, vocabulary, language, and all. He kind of by hearted it, but lacks natural speech.
you will get more.
Otherwise, somehow you will manage, right? So even if you're having an unfamiliar topic, you will simply say anything, even beat around the bush. If you have that natural fluency within you, you will use real common words, really common words. Even that will work. But here, I'm not saying that.
Expensive uh, salary,
But he got the language.
high salary can give,
Mm-hmm.
and also you relax more. You relax new
Okay.
places.
No clarity. Hmm.
What challenges do people face when traveling abroad?
Hmm. Uh, mm,
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, there are several challenges during the mm, during the uh, go, which is uh,
During the go. During solo travel, you can say traveling alone is solo travel, right? Solo, SOLO. So there are several on difficulties that people face when solo traveling. Something like that, go like that. Do paraphrase.
mm, which is vehicle problem, such as uh, broke out,
Vehicle, you can say transportation problems. Maybe vehicles also.
and it depends on weather.
Weather, weather.
um,
Okay. Now let's talk about free time. Okay. So what do people in your country do during their free time?
Can you repeat?
Yes. What do people
He's kind of hesitant to ask me. Can you repeat? See his face. You don't need to hesitate if you don't get the question. Just be confident and ask. Even if it's like 5 times, 10 times. If you don't understand it, it's better to ask them for repetition, repeating the question instead of, saying some blender.
in your country do during their free time?
In my country, people tend to go to the recreation center and also playing football when their free time and leisure time. And
Not when, during their free time or leisure time.
the most people uh, tend to chore their home.
Chore their home. Do their home chores, right? Chore their home. I haven't heard that. So do their home chores.
Tend to do their home chores.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do people in your country get a lot of free time?
In my opinion, my country calls there is no more free time because they all of them um, the job such as
All of them job. What does that mean? All of them do job or go for jobs or are employed, something like that.
um, business management
Okay.
and
So, what kind
also
of jobs are popular in your country?
hmm,
What kind of jobs are popular in your country?
what is it?
Listen carefully. His friend is helping him again. So it's better when you attend the mock test. It's better that you're alone in one single room, all doors closed, even windows closed, and no one is helping you. Because you have to go through this alone. Because for the real test, you will be alone with your exam. There won't be anyone to help you out, right? So it's better that you don't ask your friend for your help. Even if you don't ask some friends help because they are kind and they are your best buddy, that is understandable. But here, buddies won't help a lot. At least in the mock test, when you practice, your friends will.
Could you please repeat?
Yes. What kind of jobs are popular in your country?
Yeah. Hmm. In my opinion, the most renowned jobs, which is driving a car, because most people um, tend to the another way, another place, which car and public transport and
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay, so you can say, uh, in my opinion, the job of a car driver is the most renowned of popular. Popular is fine. Popular because there are several places that doesn't have public transport facilities. So in that case, you can only get a cab or maybe a private vehicle, something like that. So because of that reason, there are a lot of taxi drivers, even drivers of other vehicles such as heavy vehicles like a bus, maybe a truck, especially trucks, very popular. So many people are in the trucking industry also. So say something like this, okay?
so most people in renowned jobs is drivers driving.
Okay. All right. So, do you think there are difficult jobs?
I should have stopped actually. I'm torturing this dude. I feel bad about this. Why did I ask this many questions? Anyhow, let's.
In your country?
Hmm?
Do you think that there are a few jobs that are difficult to do in your country?
Uh,
His friend is explaining in Uzbek. That doesn't work out. Don't do this.
uh,
I didn't say anything during the test because I didn't wanna break his confidence or make him feel bad. So I didn't say anything. I just let it be. But here I'm saying because it's not good for you. It won't benefit you at all.
Katılımcılar en güçlü. Hmm.
When his friend was explaining, I was like, huh, I wonder what he's saying. Anyhow,
Uh, Honestly, it's would be a uh, conflict.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
so the examiner won't wait like what how I did it. Normally they don't wait this much, right? So I entered the mock test here.
thank you. Your
You took
Yeah, you listen to this.
is over.
what?
Your test is over.
Yeah. Please
Okay.
put your YouTube channel.
Yeah, it will be. Okay, now his friend is Miralin. I released his mock test video and feedback video before this one. So check his video out. It will be here in the I button or down in the description. So his mock test is over. I gave him a lot of feedback in between. Now let's talk about his band score and how he performed. Already we did kind of, but not about the band score. Before I talk about it, let me know what score he deserves. You'll be having one idea, some idea, right? So let me know. So this time I'm gonna open up the band descriptors to show you how I score him. So this is the band descriptors that most trainers use, even mock examiners use to score. All right, so let's try to figure out what score he deserves. Okay. And I really don't want to give him a low score. To be honest, I am kind of generous with most of the students, even if they perform horribly. But I feel like you need to give some score to motivate them, but I gotta be accurate also, so we are gonna do that now. All right. Um, so let's talk about fluency and coherence first of all. So first of all, let's go to a 5 because it's not a 6. Because hesitation is it's not maybe lost, it's lost actually, right? So that is then not a lot. I didn't really notice a good discourse markers or range of discourse markers. Uh, no, so it's not a 6. We cannot give a 6 for fluency and coherence, right? Then usually able to keep going. Is he? No, he's not able to keep going. Um, there is not a lot of self-correction in between. There is that speech is not so slow. So I cannot give a 5 also. I won't say there's a lot of repetition. Um, this is there, so it is more close to a 4 actually. Unable to keep going without noticeable pauses. Actually, he got a lot of noticeable pauses. Uh, it's slow, it's slow. Self-correction is less actually. Uh, he's able to form sentences. Yes. So, I'm thinking of giving him, I'll use red here, maybe 4 or maybe 4.5 for uh, fluency and coherence. I cannot give a 5. And just we can check out what the band 3 descriptor is. Sometimes long pauses. This is actually the mm, you know this. I won't say he is not able to convey basic message. He is, but still. So if I'm considering this also, if I'm being very strict, I might give him like 3.5. Okay, 3.5, but here not 4.5. I'm gonna give a 4. I wish I could give more score, but I cannot. Now let's go to lexical resource. Okay, let's start from 7. Resource flexibility used to discuss No, it is not the um kind of maybe kind of, but I cannot give a sound for this. No. I cannot. Then what else? Uh, resource sufficient? No, it's not able to discuss it at length, right? It's appropriate. Words are kind of appropriate. It is like 80 percentage. Meaning is also clear. This is also the, but the first point, uh, sufficient, familiar, and it is kind of a 5, right? It is like 5.5, I would say. Um, so 5.5. I mean, I don't want to really reduce it, to be honest. I'm kind of, the kind dude. I really want to give him a higher score. I'm looking for areas where he did good. Paraphrasing was okay. Mm, 5.5. I'm not gonna reduce it. Now, grammar was okay. There were not a lot of grammar issues. So let's start from a 7. Um, error-free sentences are frequent, yes. I didn't notice complex sentence structures in between, yes. A little bit. Um, he get he got minor issues here and there, right? Short, maybe. Limited flexibility, yes. So here I can easily give a 5.5, right? Because I think it's limited in range, right? And it doesn't contain any errors or um, it doesn't need reformation. So I can give a 6 for this grammar 6. Yes, I'm gonna write it here because maybe what if I want 6? Right. With pronunciation, words were pretty clear. Okay, so let's go to 7 displays. So for that we got to say 8. Not a lot. Um, rhythm is little bit there, but because of the fluency issue, no. Uh, yes, correct. Mm, but control is variable. I didn't notice a lot of chunking. No. Um, um, yes. Um, some words are mispronounced, but otherwise it's really fine. So with pronunciation, it's above 6, like 6 to 6.5. That is a score I can give you. So for fluency and coherence, I'm giving him a 4. Um, for lexical resource 5.5. Maybe I might reduce it because see, I didn't notice a lot of flexibility. You would say he used this word, that word. I think maybe a 5. Yeah, 5 is. Then with grammar, he's fine. So, but still, there are not a lot of structures. He's struggling with more sentence structures. So, still, I'm gonna give him a 6. Okay, so it will be 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6. So it's a 5.5, but not really, to be honest. I just gave him score wherever I could. But to be honest, if I'm not, trying to give the score, it's more like a 5, not 5.5, 4.5 to 5. Okay, I'm just being honest here because nothing was so clear. I did check the band descriptors. I can actually lower this again, right? Um, actually, frequently unable to convey basic message. This is there, especially in part 3. So maybe an exam, I won't be surprised if anyone reduces it to like 3.5, right? And even all these scores can go down by zero point 0.5. That is possible, but since I didn't have a lot to work with, it's to be honest, little bit difficult to score him. So Frankly speaking, it's more like a 4, 4.5. Uh, don't get demotivated with this. Go. It happens. Next time you will do pretty well. I know that. So work towards it. Try to work on these areas. And more than anything, work on your fluency and coherence, not vocabulary. I feel like you just learned a few words and all, right? Otherwise, no, nothing. So work on your fluency and coherence, practice more, and try not to translate to Uzbek. Try to think in English. That will help you a lot because I right now feel that you don't think in English, rather you think in Uzbek. That is your native language, right? So if you're preparing for an English proficiency test, you got to think in English. Then only that train of thought or clarity of thought will be there, right? If you want it to come instantaneously, spontaneously, in that case, you got to think in the language that you're gonna, appear for the exam, whatever, right? So the language that you appear gonna appear for, so think in English. So that these are my suggestions. Don't care about the marking, okay? It's more like a 4, 4.5. Can get a 5 if you're lucky, but no, you won't. I'm just being honest here. I'm not gonna demotivate you or crush you. It can feel crushing after listening to this, maybe, but know that you kind of managed it, but you could have done a pretty better job at it. But I know next time you will do, and I think you need this. You need to listen to this, hear this, then only maybe you'll improve. So if you don't know anything, simply say honestly, I don't know about it. I think blah blah blah, and don't look at your friend. Next time, when you appear for any mock test, do it alone. That's good for you. That being said, let's wind up for today or this video. See you in the next one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The more you like, the more you share, the more people will reach, and it will help me a lot to reach more people. Okay, one more thing. If your video reaches 1K views or a certain amount of likes or shares, then you'll be given another chance. You'll get another mock test for free. Okay? Otherwise, if you are in a hurry, you can opt for the paid options. I have several options actually, not just one package. So I have several packages. So check out the pricing if you want. It's available on my Telegram channel. Just check the pinned messages. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye and practice more. Practice makes your map kind of perfect.